Affectionately referred to as the Mother City, Cape Town is the oldest city in the country. It is a rare cultural gem over 300 years old, with romantic seascapes and panoramic vistas abound. Your experience will include all meals and all accommodations, private driver and guide, daily excursions, and even a personal cell phone so friends and family can keep in touch. Upon arrival at the Cape Town airport, your guide will transfer you to Burgundy Estates in the Winelands. Burgundy Estates will be your accommodation for the full 7-night stay. Your condo apartment has 2 private bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a fully functional kitchen, which you will not need. In addition, you have a dining room, living room, and a private patio with a barbecue. This is your home away from home, so unpack your suitcases as all your excursions will depart from Burgundy Estates. For your first feast, we take you to Cassia for a fabulous dinner on the Nikita Wine Farm in the Durbanville Wine Valley. This stylish and friendly atmosphere boasts a menu that highlights local and seasonal ingredients. On day 2, we head down to the Victoria and Alfred waterfront, also known as the V&A. This is a working harbor and a shopper's paradise filled with restaurants, art galleries, boutiques, sidewalk entertainers, dancers, artists, and local musicians. You are encouraged to join in, beating the drums and dancing. Our first excursion is the double-decker hop-on and hop-off bus. Just like in New York City, Washington, D.C., or London, it frequently stops at major attractions. You'll see Parliament, museums, and the unique architecture and silhouettes of statues on the plains. You'll pass the city center and see a shopping district called the Green Market Square. Your final destination is Table Mountain. This million-year-old mesa stands 3,500 feet tall. It's a World Heritage Site. You can walk up the side of the mountain in about 90 to 100 minutes, but most people prefer to take the 7.5-minute, slowly rotating aerial cable car. Apart from the awesome view, you'll get to see amazing plant species, as well as the very cute and very brave little rock hyraxes, or dassies, which are furry little creatures that live on and between the rocks of Table Mountain. Once you reach the summit, you'll have beautiful views of the inland and the ocean. Simply spectacular. In the distance, you will see the famous Robben Island and Cape Point, where ships turn the cape at the southern tip of Africa. Below, you'll witness the V&A waterfront and the beautiful seaside communities. You'll stay on the mountain for lunch and visit Table Mountain Cafe. The tiramisu is most definitely not to be missed. After lunch, it's back down the mountain and on to the hop-on, hop-off bus. The next stop is the Two Oceans Aquarium. This is an oceanographic research institute where they study the great white shark. Also, an experience that is quite unique here is you will see a kelp forest. Note that a kelp forest only exists in the frigid waters of the South Atlantic. 25 miles to the left of Cape Point is the Indian Ocean. Here, you won't find the kelp forest. You will only experience it on the Atlantic side. The last stop of the day is a unique shopping experience in the heart of Cape Town. Here you will enjoy high tea, sip champagne, and have the opportunity to view the famous South African diamonds, tanzanite, and exquisite jewelry direct from one of the country's largest diamond dealers and jewelry manufacturers. The blue stone you see here is tanzanite. It is only found in the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, and it's 1,000 times more rare than diamonds. Day 3 is the favorite of wine lovers. In these winelands of South Africa, they have been growing grapes for more than 300 years. Now, keep in mind, you're in the Stellenbosch region, and this is the longest contiguous wine route in the world. Our first stop is beautiful Durbanville Hills, an area possessing extraordinary geographic characteristics. The wines produced here express a unique synergy between the cool climate location and the very best in winemaking. There are 9 member grape farms here, all located near the Durbanville Hills cellar, which overlooks Table Mountain, Table Bay, and Robben Island. The next stop is Netlingshof. This is the oldest winery in South Africa and known for its dessert wines. The fabulous gardens and architecture showcase the Cape Town historical culture and landscapes. Netlingshof will be a highlight. Next, we make our way through the Stellenbosch wine route, where we lunch at Grand Provence. This is in the village of Franschhoek, where the original French Huguenots settled in the Cape more than 300 years ago. The French brought with them their wine expertise and their culinary expertise. Here at Grand Provence, you will experience both. Rated as one of the top 10 restaurants in South Africa, at Grand Provence, you will enjoy one of your best cuisine experiences with fabulous wine pairings. Many past guests have claimed this was the most spectacular meal they have ever had. We would like to point out this architecture here at Grand Provence. It is called Cape Dutch architecture. The rest of the afternoon is spent walking the streets of Franschhoek, which are filled with fabulous shops, curios, monuments, coffee shops, and local art. The dollar is very strong, so shop till you drop. On day 4, we arrive at Hout Bay. Hout is an Afrikaans word that means wood. First visit is to the world of birds, where there are hundreds of species of birds from all over the world. Then we lunch at Mariner's Wharf. Now, Mariner's Wharf is not just a restaurant. It is also the oldest emporium in South Africa. Here, weather permitting, you're going to take a boat ride a simple 1.5 miles around the point. You are going to visit what is known as Seal Island. It is a protected habitat for 3,000 to 4,000, depending on the time of year, of fat, hairy, blubbery Cape fur seals. And they are protected from everything except the great white shark. Now, if you've ever watched the Discovery Channel, the Learning Channel, or the National Geographic Channel, you will recall this is where the great white sharks breach the water as they hunt for the seals. This is it, Hout Bay, one of the only places on Earth you'll witness this. Next stop is Simonstown. This is where you get to walk with the penguins on Boulder Beach. These are the famous black-footed South African penguins, also referred to as jackass penguins. These penguins gather together as they are very family-oriented. They bray and sound like donkeys, hence the nickname. Simonstown is the home of the South African Navy and was voted by Yahoo as one of the 6 most beautiful seaside communities in the world. Snowbirds may want to consider relocating here. This is it, the romantic meeting point where the frigid waters of the South Atlantic meet the balmy waters of the Indian Ocean. This is where the ships went around the Cape and continued onward to India, Asia, and Australia to faraway fortunes. Then, on day 5, our first World Heritage Site, which is a mixed World Heritage Site, is the famous Robben Island. Now, your ferry ride to Robben Island, which is 6 miles off the coast of Cape Town, is just beautiful. From the 17th to the 20th centuries, Robben Island served as a place of banishment, isolation, and imprisonment. This is the island where Nelson Mandela was incarcerated for 17 of his 27 years of being a political prisoner. The guides, the park rangers that are there at this national park right now, most of them are former inmates. They knew Mandela. They will share with you about that era, and you will experience the triumph of the human spirit over adversity. It's a terrific day. In the afternoon, we head back to the V&A Waterfront Harbor. From here, your guide will transfer you to dinner. The V&A Waterfront is the #1 destination to visit in Cape Town. It's a shoppers and foodies paradise with 450 retail shops, 80 restaurants, and many galleries showcasing local art and curios. Dinner this evening will be in the elegant, upscale, and affluent seaside suburb, Camps Bay. Some people say it's reminiscent of South Beach in Miami, Florida, or Cannes in France. Here, nestled at the foot of the 12 Apostles Mountains, patrons come from all over the world to dine at Paranga and watch one of South Africa's legendary sunsets. On day 6, we travel to the coastal village of Hermanus. For those of you who have visited a romantic seaside resort or have done whale watching before, you'll feel right at home in this whaling village of Hermanus. This is home to the southern right whale, the giant southern right whale that averages 50 feet in length and 50 tons. What makes the Hermanus experience so unique is that it's known as the finest and probably the only land-based whale watching town in the world. You are mere meters from these magnificent creatures. The southern right whales arrive from the Azores and the Canary Islands into Hermanus for 7.5 months each year to mate and to calf. Here is Wilson, the town crier. You can find him in Wikipedia. Wilson blows the kelp horn and announces where these whales are as they frolic around the shoreline. Lunch will be at Bientong's Cave. This restaurant is built right into the cave and offers panoramic views of the bay, and whilst you are sipping away on a local Cape wine and enjoying a fresh seafood dish, you get to witness the whales playing nearby. Just when it's time to walk off lunch, we transfer you to the Harold Porter Botanical Gardens. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is known for its wonderful waterfalls, 60 species of indigenous birds, and a collection of the Cape's finest flora and fauna. 10% of the world's plant species can be found in South Africa. That evening, we dine at the sensational Bloemendal restaurant, boasting a spectacular menu and a view of Table Mountain to complement the fine wine and local dishes. On day 7, we spend half the day in the Cape Townships, which is a cross-cultural experience. Many travelers noted this as one of their highlights and a must-do experience. You'll enjoy a traditional township lunch and visit some of the friendliest and craftiest entrepreneurs of the region. This famous man is golden, and his work, charm, and heartwarming personality is legendary. Using common household items, he hand creates curios, souvenirs, and artwork. Indeed, a life-changing encounter. The last stop of the day is the world-renowned Kirstenbosch Botanical Gardens. Kirstenbosch is a newly appointed UNESCO World Heritage Site with an area of 1,100 acres and more than 88 acres of cultivated gardens. Discover many unique trees and flowers in full bloom. Discover the Strelitzia, known to many as birds of paradise. The Strelitzia is indigenous to South Africa. It was introduced into Britain in 1773, and from here it was distributed all over the world into the Americas and Australia. The gardens can be walked or driven by golf cart and showcase art, statues, and award-winning flora and fauna. Your last dinner will be enjoyed at Moyo Restaurant, which is iconic in South Africa. The dishes are a celebration and a culinary explosion of Western cuisine that meets traditional African dishes. At dinner, your face will be painted, and you will have the opportunity to wear some headgear in order to join the tribe and perhaps be made an honorary member of the Moyo tribe. This is truly an evening for kings and queens. On day 8, as you say goodbye to the fairest Cape, you will understand why the New York Times and TripAdvisor have voted Cape Town the #1 must-see city in the world. And you deserve to see why. Now, regarding pricing and our competitors, you will soon discover that our itinerary is more exclusive, packed with many more activities, and priced 40 to 60% lower than other suppliers. So please note that our pricing looks nothing like this. That concludes our Cape Town experience. See you in South Africa.